Hi, guys and gals. Al Smith here. Today we're going to talk about the strong two club opening bid. Okay, the strong two club bid was an important improvement in the bridge game. Okay, previously two clubs, two diamonds, two hearts, and two spades were all strong bids. Okay, and what it does is allows the bidder to immediately show partner that they have a game forcing. Nothing is more frustrating than having a hand, a really, really strong hand that you may have game or even close to slam in your own hand. You bid one of the suit and your partner passes because they don't have anything. What it does is a forcing bid. It eliminates the possibility of pass. Okay, what it does also is it consolidates what used to be the strong bids of two clubs, two diamonds, two spades into one bid, so that those bids, two diamonds, two hearts, and two spades, can be used for something else. In modern bridge, these are generally used for a preemptively two bid. Now, there's many different response conventions, okay? And the most commonly used is one called two diamonds waiting, and that's the subject of today's lesson. Another one is two hearts negative. Has a slight improvement of the two diamonds waiting, and the next lesson is about that. Now, there's other things called steps with respect to controls. It shows the number of points you have. The steps with respect to controls shows the number of aces and kings you have. Steps with points show the number of points you have. And I'm not going to talk about those today. Of the two, controls is much better than points because points just says I've got 0 to 3 points and you don't know what they are. Okay, versus and they may or may not represent any trick taking capability. The most complete and the most complicated is two diamonds copish with two hearts. I do have a lesson on that later in this series, but it's for the advanced players. But it provides you with the capability of properly bidding several additional hands. If you all of these conventions, 95% of the time, are going to lead to the same result. Now, the refinements that you see with two hearts negative and two diamonds copish give you a little bit better capability of addressing this other 5%. Okay, which one you use depends on your level of sophistication and what you and your partner decide you want to use. Okay, when do you use the strong two clubs? Well, there's two situations where you're going to use strong two club. One where you've got a strong balanced hand, and one where you've got a strong unbalanced hand or distributional hand. So with a strong balanced hand, you're going to bid two clubs with 22 plus high card points. Okay. Now remember, two no trump open shows 20 to 21 high card points. So this just dovetails right back into it because you've got a bid for opening one no trump, and you've got a bid for showing 18 to 19 by bidding a suit, then jumping to two no trump, opening two no trump, and then two clubs. Okay, and then bidding two no trump after that. So it's a 20 to 21 high card points. Okay, with a one suited unbalanced hand. Okay, you want to have 22 plus link points or less than or equal to 4 losers using the ace, king, queen method. And I'll discuss the ace, king, queen method in a minute. But the important thing here is less than or equal to 4 losers, okay, with a one suited hand. With a two suited hand, it's less than or equal to 3 losers. Why 3 losers? Because you need room to bid your longer suit first and then the lower suit twice. So that means that you're probably going to have to bid to the 5 level. So you need to have that one less losers. Okay. Do not bid two clubs with a two suited hand with greater than 3 losers, or else you're not going to be able to properly describe your hand. Okay, now for the more advanced players, this is really important to note, even for you beginning players, you might as well learn it now. There are very specific rules about when you can open two clubs. These are defined in the laws of duplicate bridge and in the ACBL convention charts. The ACBL convention charts, there's 4 of them, and they're rather complicated, but it's good to know they're there. And someday when you're ready, you can go ahead and download them from the ACBL and study them. Okay. Be aware that psyching two clubs is illegal, and that if you do psych a two club, you're going to get penalized. Okay. And in order for two clubs not to be considered a psych, it needs one of the requirements to be very strong. Oh, by the way, two clubs can be used for something other than a strong two clubs, but if you use it for anything else, the two club opening needs to be alerted. Okay, so let's see what the definition of the ACBL's definition of very strong is. At least 20 high card points. That one's pretty straightforward. Second one is at least 14 high card points. Why the drop in high card points? Well, because you can have a distributional hand, okay, that is very powerful. So they're dropping the requirement to 14 high card points, and it's within one trick a game, assuming the suits break evenly. Okay, now the second criteria expresses it in terms of high card points. The third criteria expresses it in terms of control points. Okay, in control points, the ace counts as 2 and the king counts as 1. Now, if an ace is 4 points and a king is 3, that's 4, 8, 11. You can actually open two clubs with as few as 11 high card points with 5 or more control points. All right, and that's, again, the requirement is within 4 losers. Now, in the write-up, it says a one trick of game, but they don't define what game is. But when you get down in the nitty-gritty, it's 4 hearts or 4 spades. So it's 4 losers, not 4.5, not 5, it's 4 losers. Okay, let's take a quick look at the losing trick count. Okay, we're going to only evaluate the top 3 cards in each suit. Those are the only ones we have to look at. All right, we're going to count each non-ace, king, queen as a losers. If we've got a singleton queen, we're going to count it as a loser. If we've got a queen doubleton, we're going to count that as 2 losers. If we've got a singleton king, now here's where it gets a little weird, we're going to count that as a half a loser. All right, that's just a piece of trivia. All right, let's take a look at the example here. In this hand, we've got 4, 8, 12, 15, 17, 18 high card points and 2 length points. Okay, so we really don't want to count the length points, but we're going to count. I like length points because they give me a much better relative understanding of the power of the hand. Okay, but let's count the losers. Okay, we've got 1 in spades because we're missing the king. We've got 1 in hearts because we're missing the queen. We've got 1 in diamonds because we've only got 2 of them. We got the ace. That's a goodie. Okay, and we have a loser. We have 1 in clubs. So we have 20 length points. Okay, 20 length points. And we have 4 losers. Now, if we counted the number of controls, we'd have 2, 4, 6, 7. We have 7 controls. So we could open this hand 2 clubs. Actually, it meets all 3 of the criteria. It meets the second and the third criteria. It doesn't meet the first because it doesn't have 20 high card points, but it's still allowed to be open 2 clubs because we meet both the second and third, or we could meet just one of them. All right, let's look at the second example. We've got 7 spades, 3 hearts, 2 diamonds, and the ace of clubs. All right, so how many points we got in this one? Well, let's count our losers first. Okay, we have 2 losers in spades. We've got 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Only one of them's the ace, king, and queen. That's 2 losers. Hearts, 2 losers. Diamonds, 2 losers. Clubs, 0. Okay, so what we got here? We've got 17 length points. Now let's count those. Just that's kind of a refresher. We got 4, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 length points. How did I get down to 17? Well, we've got an unguarded queen and jack. We're going to subtract 3. Okay, so it brings us back to 17. Now we've got 6 losers. Even though this is a really nice hand and looks really powerful, we are, by the rules, prohibited from opening this hand 2 clubs because it doesn't meet the requirements, the very strong requirements. All right, Let's take look at what the responder is going to do after the opener bids two clubs. All right. So we're going to differentiate this based upon the number of points that the responder has. If you've got 8 plus high card points, we're going to take one path. If we've got 4 to 7, we're going to take another. And if we've got 0 to 3, we're going to take another. Okay. Just note that these here, 0 to 7, we're going to call the 0 to 3 is a bust, and 4 to 7, we're going to, with less than 8 high card points, we're going to bid 2 diamonds. Okay. That indicates that we've got less than or equal to 7 high card points. If we've got 8 plus high card points and 5 plus hearts or spades, we're going to bid 2 hearts or 2 spades, depending on which suit we've got. Okay, so what the responders immediately doing by their first bid is indicating that you've got 8 or more high card points or less than 7 or less. Okay, if we have I'm just about a sequence, but okay, we're going to come over here. I've got my animation all wrong, but that's okay. If we've got 8 plus high card points and we don't have a suit, we're going to bid 2 no trump. If we've got a 6 plus minor suit and 8 plus high card points, we're going to bid 3 clubs or 3 diamonds. This way, we're telling our partner, the opener, if we have a potential suit that's runnable, or if we have a balanced hand with 8 plus high card points. Now, coming back over here with 2 diamonds. Okay, if this is coming back to the opener's second bid, okay, the opener, if it was a balanced hand with 22 plus points, they're going to bid 2 no trumps. So after the opener's second bid, you're going to know whether it was a balanced hand or an unbalanced hand. So if it's unbalanced hand with less than or equal to 4 losers, the opener is going to bid 5 plus card suit. Okay, now after we'll come back over here to where the opener bids 2 no trump, showing a strong balanced hand. If the responder has less than or equal to 3 hard card points, they're going to pass. If they've got 4 plus high card points and no 4 plus major suit, they're going to bid 3 no trump. Otherwise, they're going to use Stamen, Jacoby, or one of the other conventions. All right, now, what's the opener's second bid if the responder bids a suit or 2 no trump? Well, okay, if the responder bids 2 hearts or 2 spades, that's a 5 plus card suit plus 8 high card points. Okay, if the opener has a 3 plus bid in the responder's suit, okay, most of the time, that he's going to bid 3 of the responder's suit, establishing that suit of trump. And then the responder is going to either bid game to sign off, or is going to start the investigate plan by doing control bidding, which we discussed in the last lesson, or use one of the ace or the key card asking conventions. Okay, if there's no fit, okay, we're going to look at the 2 diamonds bidding wait for no fit, because it's redundant. But now, one other little tidbit here: if the opener's got an extremely strong hand in a suit, let's say 7, 8, 9 cards in the suit, even if they've got a 3 card fit, they're going to show that rather than show support for the responder's suit. Okay, now if the responder bids 3 clubs or 3 diamonds, it's a 6 plus card suit with 8 high card points. Okay, with 5 hearts or spades, the opener is going to bid 3 hearts or 3 spades to check for a major suit fit. Okay, the first priority is always looking for a major suit fit. If there's no 5 plus card major suit fit and unbalanced, the hand with has 2 plus card fit in the responder suit, they're going to bid 4 of the responder suit. No, that's an unbalanced hand with a 2 plus card fit. Okay, because no trump isn't real good with an unbalanced hand. Okay, and then the responder is either going to bid game or sign off or investigate slam. Now, if there's no fit and no 5 plus card suit, what they're going to do is they're going to look to investigate no trump. And we'll see how that works after a two diamond waiting bid. Now, okay, if the responder bids two no trump, no 5+, that indicating that there's no 5+ or 6+ card suit with 8 high card balanced hand. Okay, the suit best is suit contract is going to be best if the opener has an unbalanced hand, and no trump is going to be best if the opener has a long suit with, but it only has 5 cards. So it's basically the decision here is whether you want to play in a suit contract or in a no trump contract. Okay, let's look at what happens if the responder bids two diamonds. Okay, and we'll come back over this from the numbers we had from the previous page in a couple of conditions. The opener is going to bid the highest ranking 5 to 6+ card suit at the lowest level with an unbalanced hand. Now, obviously, if if you've got a 6-card suit and a 5-card suit, you're going to bid the 6-card suit first. Okay. If the opener's second bid is 2 hearts or 2 spades, then the responder is going to show that if they have a 3+ card bid. Now, here's the interesting point. With less than or equal to 3 distribution points, what the responder is going to do after the opener shows their major suit is going to jump to 4 hearts or 4 spades to sign off. Okay, this is a weak hand. Okay, if they have 4+ distribution points, what they're going to do is to raise to 3 hearts or 3 spades to set the trump suits and invite slam. What this does is then creates more bidding room so that the two partners can explore slam by using control bids after the 3-level bid. Okay, if there's no bid, remember 2 diamonds denies 8+ points. Okay, and with less than or equal to 3 high card points, what the responder is going to do is bid what's called a second negative. And the second negative is to clarify whether you've got between 0 and 3 points or between 4 and 7 points. Now, what we really define that as that the bust is equal to when you don't have an ace, a king +1, or 2 queens. Okay, that's called a bust. So in essence, what you're saying is that with 4 to 7 points, that if you don't have 4 to if you've got less than or equal to if you got less than or equal to 3 points, sometimes more, because you could actually have a queen and a couple of jacks. We just don't count the jacks. Okay, it would still be a bust hand. Now, to show that you've got an absolute bust, 0 to 3. Okay, you're going to bid the lowest bid available between 2 no trump, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, and 3 no trump. Okay, that says, hey, I've got 0 to 3. I'm not talking anymore. It's up to you, the opener, to set the contract. And note, these are all alerts because it shows a bust hand. That's a requirement. You have to explain that to the opponents if they ask. Now, the responder may then, after that, if the opener rebids 3 of his suit, 4+ of his bid suit, or 3 no trump, the responder may pass. Any other bid by the opener is forcing for an additional round. So that would be a situation where the opener says, I really don't care how weak you are. I've got a super strong hand. Okay, now, with 4 to 7 high card points of 5+ card suit, you're going to bid it at the lowest level. Remember, you don't have a fit. Okay, so you're going to say, hey, partner, I've got a 5+ card suit. Does that help you? Okay, with no 5 card suit, you're going to bid 3 no trump. So there's a little bit of overlap here, but it's really not too complicated once you get into it and understand the logic. Okay, opener second bid is 2 diamonds discontinued. Okay, opener bids, this is when it's like the opener's second bid is 3 clubs or 3 diamonds. Okay, now, when the opener's long suit is clubs or diamonds, the challenge is, where's the best contract? Is it in no trump or is it in a minor suit contract? Remember, you get 100 points for making 3 no. You get 100 points for making 5 clubs. So if you can make 5 clubs or 5 diamonds and make 5 no also, that's going to be worth more points, and if you're playing duplicate bridge or gambling, it's better to have more points. The responder bids in priority order, okay, with less than or equal, that shows a bust hand. You're going to bid 3 diamonds or 3 no. That's the bust. That's so after the 3 clubs. Obviously, if they bid 3 diamonds, all you can do is bid 3 no. Okay, and that's it. Hey, I've got a bust. Don't ask me anything else. Okay, opener is going to then place the contract based upon it. They're going to know that the responder has a bust hand, and he's going to play it 3 no trump, or they're going to play it 4 diamonds or 5 diamonds or whatever the minor suit is. With 4 to 7 points, they're going to have a 5-card suit. They're going to bid for bid the major to check for a possibility of major suit game. Okay, if no 5-card major, they're going to bid 3 no trump. That's the best bid. And okay. Now let's go ahead and look at a couple of rulings. Okay. In this first one here, we've got 5, 3, 6, 4, 8, 12, 14, 17, 18 points. And we have 2, 4, 6, 7 controls. So we can definitely open this hand. 2 clubs. Now let's look at this one here, our partner. Okay, our partner has, the responder has 3, 6, 10, 12. Okay, we know that we have a definite possibility for slam because our partner, we're going to figure it got 20, it got 12, that gives us 32. Yeah, you generally need about 32 points to make slam. So we want to tell our partner about this hand, give them an encouraging bid. So we got a balanced hand. We've got 8 plus points. So what we're going to bid is 2 no trump. Okay, we don't have a suit. Got 8 plus high card points. Now the opener is going to come back and tell us what his suit is. He's going to bid 3 spades after the 2 no trump. Okay, and the responder goes, "Oh, good. I've got 3 spades. We have a fit. Okay, I've got all these points. What he's going to do is going to bid 4 clubs. After bidding 2 no trump, the 4 clubs becomes a first or second round Q bid because they've already denied having a suit. So it can't have a suit. Okay, this is a control bid showing the first or second round control. Okay, the opener goes, "Oh, that's nice," and then bids 4 diamonds showing the control. Now, after the control in diamonds, the responder knows that they've got either the ace or a singleton or a board, or a singleton or a board, because if otherwise can have a control bid. Okay, he says, "Okay, I'm willing to go ahead and explore slam. It's going to use 4 no trump to explore slam." Okay, we won't discuss whether this Blackwood or key card asking or anything else at this particular point. Okay, let's look at the second example. It's pretty much the same hand. Okay, however, this time the responder has got crap. Doesn't have much of anything. What's the responder going to do? Well, they're going to bid 2 diamonds, waiting. Okay, we're going to come back. I'm going to bid 2 spades. Now, because we have a bust hand, what we want to do is bid the lowest bid available from 2 no trump, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, or 3 no trump. The obvious lowest bid available is 2 no trump. We're going to bid 2 no trumps. I've got a bust, partner. Okay. The responder comes back and says, "Okay, I hear you. I'm going to bid 3 spades. Can you push me to 4? He says, "No, sirree, Bobby, I can't. I'm passive." All right, we'll look at this hand. Okay, going to lose a club, going to lose a diamond. You might lose 2 hearts, and you might lose a spade. This hand might only make 2 spades because of how horrible the responder's hand is. There's no way ever to get over into the responder's hand to lead to even finesse the king of spades. So this is going to be a tough hand. 3 spades is going to be tough to make. Okay. Now, the only time you can pass below game is in this type of situation where the opener has rebid a suit twice and the responder has indicated a bust hand. All right, let's look at another example here. Okay, in this one, we've got basically the same hand. Again, we'd open 2 clubs. This time we've got 2, 4, 6 diamonds. and we've got 7, 9, 10 high card points. So we're going to bid 3 diamonds, showing that 6+ card suit. Okay, now the opener goes, oh, huh. My partner has a 6+ card suit. I've got ace. We've got a nice fit. Okay. Okay. And what he's going to do is go ahead and because he's got a nice suit and coverage in the others, it's going to go ahead and look for a slam in the minor suit. Okay, in this last example, we open 2 clubs again. Again, we have a balanced hand. We've got 5, 9. We're going to bid 2 no trump, no suit, 8+ high card points. Okay, the opener is going to bid three spades again. Okay, and the opener, because they bid a hand, a balanced hand, is saying, I think that no trump is going to be the best contract. I've got this stopper and club. Now, that might not be the best decision in this situation, but then go ahead and bid 3 no trump. What that does is says to his partner, I've got 2 spades. The 3 no trump guarantees 2 spades. Okay, now the opener looks at his hand and says, and puts it up. What do you think, opener? Do you think 3 no trumps is the best contract, or do you think 4 spades is the best contract? He said, definitely 4 spades is the best contract. I don't like this singleton club. I don't have anything else there, so we're going to play in 4 spades. Okay, now once the responder knows that his partner likes spades better, he says, aha, he's got good spades. I've got this ace of clubs. I've got good values. I'm going to explore slam. Okay. All right. Well, that concludes the lesson on the strong 2 club. It will take a little bit while for you to really understand the convention if you're new to bridge, but if you're an experienced player, most of this is going to be you're going to be aware of most of the ins and outs of this. So I hope you have a great day.